So in this video, we're going to be discussing everything that you need to start your press-on-nail business essentials. I do use a Munbin printer. I got this off of Amazon. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Keisha Nishia, and I am back with another video. In this video, we're going to be discussing everything that you need to start your press-on-nail business essentials. If you are already following my page, then you do know that I already posted a video where I'm going into detail about what items you need to start your press-on-nail business, creating the press-on-nails. This one is like part 2 technically. I don't think I ever got to that. So this is talking about all of the business essentials that you're going to need to start the press-on-nail business. Now, I will not be going into the LLCs and business names, etc., etc. I feel like there's a million videos on that as is, so do your own research there. This will not be that video. Obviously, I will recommend you guys getting your LLCs, finding your business name, etc., etc. But again, that's not this particular video. All right, but going into number 1, I'm going to say the very first thing that you're going to need to ship your press-on nails is going to be obviously a Munbin printer or some form of printer. Now, granted, if you are going to be working out of home, you can just print your labels off at the post office. I do believe there's an upcharge if you do that option. I've never printed at the post office, so I can't necessarily recommend that. However, I do use a Munbin printer. I got this off of Amazon. FYI, anything that I show you guys more than likely comes from Amazon. So if you guys want something I'm showing in the video, I will leave my Amazon storefront down below, and you guys can just click the link and then shop there. But yes, to print your shipping labels, you're going to need a Munbin printer and then the labels. Okay, these are the Munbin labels. This is the Munbin printer. As you can see, I already have a piece of paper in here. This printer pretty much does not require any ink. You're just going to hook it up to your laptop or your computer, ship the product off, and then this label is just going to come out through the front, okay? Now, again, in order to use the Munbin printer, you will need either a laptop or a computer. It does not work with your phone, unfortunately. They do have some that's Bluetooth. I currently do not have one of those. I do plan to upgrade to a Bluetooth Munbin printer, but for now, that's what I have. And that could be anything from a desktop printer or a Munbin printer, or like I said, you can print at your local UPS or USPS, all right? So moving on from the printer, you're going to need something to put your press-on nails in, all right? That could either be a press-on nail, well, this isn't a press-on, it's actually a jewelry box. All right, so this is a jewelry box, and I do have multiple forms of packaging. So I used to use the paper method, which is pretty much going on Canva, creating a 4x6 or a 5x7 cardstock with my business name and then some cute little logo or something on it. I probably try to insert a picture on one of these corners from my Canva account, since I did lose my Instagram. I don't currently have any pictures of what that looked like anymore, and then I don't keep them on hand anymore because I no longer use that method. So for single sets, I used to use these boxes. I have switched over to this. I just think it's kind of more cute or whatever. So for single sets, I would use this if it's like a triple XL set, or if I have 2 short sets, I could put them here. It does come with a little cotton pad so that you can put it on top and then close it up here, all right? So you can either use the box method, the paper method, or like I said, you can use these boxes as well, as long as you just have something to display your press-on nails in. Now, I will recommend that when you do this method, or you choose whatever method you're going to choose, make sure that it matches your aesthetic or your press-on nail business. Meaning, if your press-on nail business is rainbows and fairies, try to find something that's cute and pink or purple or rainbow-ish. That way it kind of matches your aesthetic. My aesthetic is just simply black, white, and gold. Pretty basic, pretty simple. To me, it's very elegant. So that's just why I switched over from the pink to the black, white, and gold. As you can see, everything around me is now black, white, and gold. So these boxes work perfect for me. As far as these boxes, I do get them off of Uline. I will leave them somewhere down below as well. It is just a black box with a clear lid. Again, I also use these if I have triple XL sets, or if I have bundles, meaning somebody orders press-on nails with toenails and maybe some lashes, then I will put them in here. Or if you have multiple 4 or 5 sets, that's usually why I use these. Along with your boxes or your paper method, you're going to need something to obviously put your press-on nails in. These will be your bubble mailers, or you can get poly mailers. I do recommend bubble mailers because obviously because of the bubble, it's just more protective. A poly mailer is just really, really thin and plastic. So the chances of it kind of getting smushed or thrown around in the USPS van is probably very high. So I would just recommend a bubble mailer as opposed to a poly mailer. But this is all based on your reference. I do recommend obviously getting 2 different sizes. Starting off, if you just feel like you're just going to be doing single sets, you can just do the smaller ones. It is more cost efficient. Or you can just buy the really big ones. That way, if somebody does buy multiple sets, everything fits inside the bigger poly mailers. These I have for obviously this box. So these would go in here. This is a 5x7, I believe. And then these are 9x6. These are actually the bubble mailers that I use for my wholesale orders, which is why it is actually so much bigger. But again, I do use these inside of here if I need to. Sometimes if I have 2 of these boxes, they fit in here perfectly. But again, you're pretty much going to need something to put your nail boxes or nail packaging in. And the last thing I will be recommending is a nail kit. If you don't want to add the entire nail kit, then I would just say do nail glue. Most people don't really like if they have to buy the nails from you and then source out for nail glue. So if nothing else, I would advise to supply nail glue, or at least sell it on the website. That way they have the option to get nail glue. I just do a full nail kit. My nail kits include, so right here there's a nail card. This is my nail care card. On the front I just have some sets that I've already created with my Instagram name at the front, and then my nail popped off. And then on the back is where I have all of my instructions on how to apply it and to remove them. So I will recommend sending them one of these cards, or at least having it on your website if you don't want to just have the extra tag. So inside I supply a KDS nail glue, a cuticle pusher, a buffer brush, and then an alcohol pad. Alright, so these are going to be everything that you need to secure your press-on nails from beginning to end. I do supply all of these items in my nail kits. Now when you guys are creating these nail kits, or when you guys are adding all of these shipping supplies to your business, make sure you are calculating them per item and adding this price either to the product or to your shipping price. What I mean by this is, if I buy the bubble mailers and they are $1 and it comes with 10, that means 10 of these, they would be 10 cents per bubble mailer. Meaning if I want to start my base price for my press-on nails at, let's say, $35. So you get $35 for a pair of press-on nails, okay? I'm going to add 10 cents so that they are paying for this bubble mailer. All right, and then if it's another 10 cents for this box, I'm going to add that as well. Meaning if the total cost for my shipping supplies equals $1.50 to give each customer, you want to make sure you are adding $1.50 to every order. All right, so in order for me to give every customer one of these kits, it cost me about $3. I'm sorry, it cost me about $2.50, I believe. So in order to receive a profit or to make my money back, I charge the customers $3 extra for this nail kit. Now, granted, to them, they're not aware of this, okay? They just know that they're paying $45 for a pair of press-on nails. But inside the $45, this $3 is already included in the $45. If I don't want to add it to the $45, then I'm going to add it to my shipping. Meaning if shipping costs UPS $3.50 to deliver the package, I'm going to add an additional $3 to the shipping price on my Shopify. That way I do not pay out of pocket for my shipping supplies. The customer pays out of pocket. All right? You want to make sure you are doing that for every item you supply. Now, granted, if you want to be nice and just give them a piece of candy or the nail glue for free, you can do this. However, if you're trying to make a profit and then see more of your money, make sure you are including everything you give the customer. If I am somehow confusing you with how I am telling you guys to break down the prices for your sets, please just leave me a comment and I would either do a more in-depth video on how to add the shipping cost to your to your prices, or I do have an ebook that you guys can go ahead and buy that, and it already talks about everything I just described, and it also gives you a breakdown on how you should be pricing your press-on nails and adding in the shipping cost, the product price, and etc., etc. All right, but for the most part, that's going to wrap up everything you need to supply your press-on nail business as far as the business aspect goes, or the shipping prices go. All right, see y'all in the next one.